Welcome to another talk on money, business, and investment. My name is Jose. I'm the founder of the company and brand here at Master Investor. If you're new to our community, ensure to subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you know when we go live or upload a valuable talk that can literally change our financial life forever. As long as we apply the knowledge that we're learning from our community here at Master Investor, that's how we can turn that knowledge into our knowledge by applying it in our lives. So we have to have an investment plan. We talked about that a few days ago, having an investment strategy in place. Regardless of where we are financially today, we need to have that established in our lives. We need to follow a formula that will allow us to bring in passive income, not just focusing only working for earn income. That's what majority of people do in their lifetime, is just working for one type of income, which is taxed at the highest bracket, and it's difficult and impossible to become truly wealthy working just for earn income. Okay, we need to do more than just that. We need to, if you're working for earn income and you're saving money, we need to turn that into passive income and capital gains income as well. But primarily, we're going to focus on building passive income because that's how we truly create total freedom. It's by having control over assets that are producing constant passive income, or also known as positive cash flow. Okay, so not all assets will bring us passive income. Some of the assets will create capital gains income. Those are the two types of income that can come from investing. We're going to cover them as we go through today's talk. We're going to be speaking about how to get crypto loans. That's today's theme. And our mission here at Master Investor is to elevate the financial well-being of humanity through high-quality financial education made simple. We look at opportunities to build passive income and true wealth. Take a look at all the resources and products that we have available on our website. Click the links somewhere in the description of this audio or video. If you're watching this on YouTube, maybe you're listening to a podcast and you're hearing this audio, then make sure that you check out the description, because we always add tools and resources that can literally help us get started on our path towards financial freedom. So we're going to start building the assets column. That's what we're going to be focusing on. And today we're going to be speaking about one of the asset classes that is called crypto, right? And crypto is not just an asset class today. It's not just an asset to hold for capital gains income, right? It's actually an asset that can create passive income and can help us even borrow money, create even more wealth with good debt. We're going to talk about how to do that. We're going to speak about the difference between traditional bank loans and crypto loans and how we can utilize them to become wealthy. Okay, we are very in favor of using debt because we understand that money is created with debt. So we're not a community where we're telling people to get out of debt. If you are experiencing the consequence of the lack of money to pay for the liabilities or bad debt that you have right now, then we need to focus on investing in financial education. That's how we truly become wealthier, by acquiring knowledge in regards to money, business, and investment that is relevant, that works, that is proven to create results. And then once we are creating passive income, we need to turn that surplus into even more passive income by reinvesting it, because we are always going to have an investment strategy in front of us, and we're going to diversify among the 5 asset classes that exist today. One of those asset classes is crypto. Okay, so everything that we do here inside of our community is to break down each and every single asset class, and also the ultra wealthy mindset, because we have to operate with the right context. Not just the content needs to be proper, it needs to be with the right context, meaning our beliefs, our values, how we approach money, and how we make money. All of these things matter. So we're going to cover the context of the ultra wealthy mindset. We're going to be speaking about how to tap into unlimited digital assets that are available online, right? That we can all have access to using our cell phones and smart devices. So regardless of who we are, we can tap into unlimited wealth. And something that I want to keep in mind along this talk is that we are here to improve our financial IQ. So at the end of this talk, we're supposed to gain some knowledge that we're going to be using immediately in our lives so that we can better our bottom line or our cash flow. Okay, the most important words in the business language are cash flow, and the second most important words are due diligence. We have to do due diligence when it comes to building a business or even investing into an existing business. Okay, so learning how to do research and being able to put aside the opinions and keep the facts. We're going to be measuring our return on investment with facts, not just opinions. We're not doing that because opinions is too risky. It may never happen. We need to look at the facts and then base that knowledge, those facts, that data into our return on investment. We're going to know how much we are going to be receiving from that specific asset based on the facts of what is happening today. It may make more money in the future, but if it's not making that money right now, then we're not going to take it into consideration when we are measuring our return on investment. We want to figure out how much the assets creating right now after all expenses are paid and how much are we going to be able to keep, okay? That's our bottom line. That's our positive cash flow. Every investor is looking to obtain passive income. You cannot be an inside investor if you're not receiving that passive income, but we do need to become a master investor or an inside investor inside of our heads first. So yes, we need to become that person. Even before we have to be and act like it, okay? So there's nothing wrong with attempting to be the person we want to be, okay? It's actually very cool to do that, even through the failures, okay? Because it's part of success. Take advantage of the unlimited potential from digital assets. Master how to acquire assets in the crypto asset class. Aside from crypto being an asset class, is also a currency like the US dollar. I want to invite you to read our 3 ebooks so that you can get a head start when it comes to building our digital assets. We have the 10 new rules of money, how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income on, and how to invest in crypto to build wealth, understanding Bitcoin and blockchain. We're working on our 4th ebook. It should be released in the next month or so. Stay tuned and make sure you take advantage of getting the products through our website instead of just Amazon or Kindle, because when you go to our website, you'll have the digital ebook, plus you have additional assets that we have added into each ebook, okay? Because we have turned each book into a digital course that is growing as we move forward. It's a vivid digital course that we are adding more value into it in regards to each topic. So we're going to have exclusive interviews with wealthy entrepreneurs, celebrities, and other people that will add value into what we're doing, specifically cater to that topic of that volume so that we can emphasize more on it, okay? And whatever asset we add in there after we decide to get in, we will be grandfathered in for any other additional asset thereafter at no additional cost. And that's for a lifetime. So it's a win-win relationship. If you're new to our community, this is going to help everyone, and it's going to be a great investment because it's going to go up in value as we add more assets. In a year, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be worth a lot more, but we're not going to pay any additional. We're going to have access to all the assets that are being added after we get in at no additional cost, like I mentioned. So it's just a great investment. Take advantage of it and start investing in financial education, okay? Don't just focus on academic and professional education. 3 types of education. The most important one is financial education, which majority of people tend to neglect. And that's what we're doing here at Master Investor. We're solving that very specific problem, the lack of financial education. Summary. Distinctions between typical bank loans and crypto loans. Recognizing the dangers associated with crypto loans. Where to get loans for crypto. Where we are aware that cryptocurrencies can be used to obtain loans. The way these loans operate differs from how standard loans operate. Our annual or monthly income is not taken into account. A flawless credit score is not required. And there's no drawn out approval process. There's almost no middleman between us and our cryptocurrency loan. But there's a catch. Everything we need to know about crypto loans, including how to utilize them, where to get them, and the risk involved, will be covered in this article. And also, they're in detail explained inside of our ebook, How to Invest with Crypto to Build Wealth. Find the link in the description somewhere of this video. Go to our website. And if you want to have the articles that we're publishing weekly, then via email, then you will be able to see the newsletter that is on our website. You can sign up for it. It's free. And every time we publish an article, you'll receive it via email. So whenever we don't have time to maybe listen to the podcast or join one of our live streams, like we're doing this live stream right now, at the same time we're recording our podcast, if we don't have time to tune in, we'll at least have some time to read before we go to bed or in the morning when we wake up or during the day. Regardless of what it is, we need to put aside and create time for our financial education. Okay, that's a priority and that's a must. We cannot avoid that. Whether it's listening, reading, right, or attending a seminar and so forth, we need to be investing in our financial education. What are the 5 asset classes of today? 1, business. Number 2, real estate. Number 3, crypto. Number 4, paper assets. Number 5, commodities. In order to protect our wealth from down economies and hedge for inflation is by diversifying among the asset classes that exist today. Therefore, we must acquire financial education on each asset class as we grow our passive income and capital gains income. They are different from one another and often have different regulations to become aware about in order to succeed in them. The idea and goal is to have passive income and capital gains income being deposited into our bank accounts from our investments we made. We must have speed and leverage when it comes to reaching financial freedom and true wealth. Today is easier than before due to technology and AI. We have to use them as tools to deliver our business missions across the globe. Remember to use the cash flow tetrahedron to build our wealth, meaning our business revenue and surplus buys us other cash flowing assets in different asset classes. Take a look at the diagram of the cash flow tetrahedron if you're watching this on a live stream, and ensure we follow this formula when we want to tap into infinite return on investment and the velocity of cash flow. We're witnessing the cash flow tetrahedron right now on the screen. We can see that our business's revenue will be paying for our expenses, and we will also have in our expenses real estate, paper assets, and then our real estate income will also buy us other assets and so forth. So we want to focus on building businesses that create passive income, or known as positive cash flow, so that we can use a surplus to not only pay for our expenses, but within those expenses we have investment expenses, because our priority expenses, like we mentioned before, they need to be financial education and investing. We are actively investing. We're not going to give our money away to anybody to invest it for us. We're going to do it ourselves. We're going to learn how to launch our business, our website, our brand, how to patent an idea or something that we have come up with, right? And so we're going to learn how to add intrinsic value and business integrity into our businesses so that we can turn them into a brand. And then that way we have businesses that are creating passive income, and also those businesses will eventually buy other businesses and will be the very tool that we use to even create more wealth. So we use our business's revenue and surplus to create more wealth. And that's how we want to invest. Money for nothing. And remember, tap into infinite return on investment and the velocity of cash flow. I just want to mention 2 things before I move forward with that. But infinite return on investment is when we have recouped the initial capital invested back, and then we continue to receive passive income. So that's money for nothing, because if we have no money of our own, we could have debt on it, but that's not our money, so it doesn't count. What counts is if we have recouped our money back, okay, that we invested of our own. No counting the debt, okay? That's not our money. Our money. If we put any money down, then when we recoup that money back, from the investment and we continue to receive passive income from that investment or capital gains income, then because it depends on the investment, what it's going to bring us, whether it's going to be passive income or capital gains income, right? Those are two types of income that we can get from investing. So once we recoup the initial capital invested back and we continue to receive passive income or capital gains income, then that is infinite return on investment. It's money for nothing because we have no money of our own. We control the assets, creating us passive income, even though we're not working in that specific asset, because it's an asset. It's supposed to make us money whenever we're not working. It's not supposed to run whenever we are involved in it. It's supposed to run without us being involved. So we don't have to be on camera. We don't have to do any of talk or any of this stuff that I'm doing right now to build wealth. As an inside investor, you can sit back and you can begin to build assets that solve other people's problems, brands that have unrelated names to you, right? Is a brand for everybody. Is a name for everybody. It's not for you. A lot of people tend to launch their business with their name. I don't recommend that. We don't recommend that. But if you want to, because you want to turn your name into a brand, maybe you're a designer, fashion designer, I don't know. I believe that names that are not related to the person's name is better, okay? Because it can last longer, in my opinion, and it can literally withstand the test of times. Okay, but there are success stories like Ralph Lauren, right? Gucci, Prada, all of these are last names of individuals. But eventually, maybe in 1,000 years from now, those individuals will not be as relevant as they are today. They will be remembered as one of the greatest designers that ever existed, and they were popular at this age. But in the future, there might be new designers because that designer's, I don't know, name is not relevant anymore, okay? It usually goes with the person. So decide what is going to be your brand's name, the logo, and everything matters, like all the little details. You have to think ahead, okay? If you're going to be investing time into something, we need to make sure that we do it right. We need to give 100%, okay? So when it comes down to building our brands, we need to really treat them like babies, like fragile things, okay? We have to take care of them daily. And as we grow our wealth, we'll have more freedom to do the things that we want to do, right? And we can impact the world with other products and solutions that we want to be involved with. And the velocity of cash flow is when there are 5 steps to it. Number 1, acquire cash flow and asset. Okay. Number 2, recoup the initial capital invested back ASAP. Number 3, keep control over the asset and its debt, if there's any. Number 4, move the cash flow into a new cash flow and asset. And number 5, repeat all the steps as many times as possible, over and over again. And that's how we tap into infinite return on investment through the velocity of cash flow, okay? And we need speed, remember, of leverage and control. Money for nothing, and where we can legally obtain everything for free by acquiring whatever it is that we want with return on investment from a cash flowing asset, and in many instances, utilizing debt. 3 essential keys we must keep present as we build our wealth are debt, control, and leverage. Master how to utilize the power of these keys to ensure a long-lasting cash flowing business empire. Now let's dive into the crypto loans and why we should consider using them to build our wealth before simply cashing out from a cryptocurrency investment. Today, crypto is also a currency. Crypto is no longer only an asset in an asset class. Today, crypto is money, like the US dollar. Crypto loans, what are they? Secure loans of this kind, known as crypto loans, are generally offered on DeFi. networks like Ethereum, Avalanche, Base, and many more. This implies that we utilize digital assets as collateral, such as cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, and others. Through these sites, we can borrow other cryptocurrencies for a fee that ranges from 50% to 70% of the total value of the cryptocurrency we pledge as security. Crypto loans are just dependent on the current market value of our cryptocurrency holdings, as opposed to traditional loans, which also include our credit history and credit score. As the value of our Ethereum increases, so may the amount we can borrow. As an illustration, let's say we want to launch a new brand with a nice website, but we are unwilling to sell our Ethereum investments. At the going rate of the market, we own $1,000 worth of Ethereum. We choose to use our Ethereum as collateral for a cryptocurrency loan rather than cashing it out. Using debt to invest for passive income is key to building true wealth, as we have said many times before. Plus, all debt is tax-free according to the law. Therefore, we are winning when we use debt to invest for passive income and capital gains income too. But simply, we focus on cash flow and assets, okay? Utilizing debt. Here are 3 easiest steps we take to obtain a crypto loan. Number 1, we use $1,000 worth of Ethereum as security on a platform that facilitates cryptocurrency loans. Number 2, we obtain from the platform a $500 USDC loan, a stable coin tied to US dollar, in exchange for our $1,000 worth of Ethereum as security. Number 3, after that, we exchange the $500 USDC for cash to launch our business and website. Now we can see, maybe the website could also accept crypto. Who knows? We need to check that, because now we can also make payments with crypto. So we don't need to really convert it into US dollars if we can pay with crypto, okay? Now we can see how we can use debt in a way that will produce positive cash flow or passive income for us. In this manner, we retain the benefit of our Ethereum and won't have to sell it in the event that its value increases in the future. We pay back our $500 loan over time at a modest interest rate, usually less than that of a standard bank loan. We get our $1,000 worth of Ethereum back when the debt is completely paid back. The debt was paid back with the revenue of the business and website we launched with the loan anyway, so that everything is free, because we utilized the debt to launch the business, and the business was able to pay back that loan instead of us working hard to pay for the loan. Our business that we used the debt to invest in is paying for the loan and its interest back. Therefore, it was all free at the end. Instead of focusing on the interest rates of the loan, pay attention to the return on investment, in which should be higher than all expenses combined for the loan and business. As long as the loan gets paid back with the positive cash flow of the business and is also leaving us with a surplus, then it is considered good debt and tax-free legally. How do they differ from loans from banks? Now, we need to talk to our CPA and have a tax strategy and make sure we have everything documented when it comes to having a successful business that is following the law and the tax code, minimizing taxes legally, okay? Utilizing the tax code, okay? Doing exactly what the government wants us to do, and it's not about hiding money when it comes to building our wealth. In fact, we have to show exactly everything that we're making, because we're doing everything legally. And that is why we get benefits and rewards, because we're doing exactly what the government wants us to do when it comes to building the economy. So when people talk about it's cash, it's being paid, that makes no sense. That is someone that has lack of financial education. I cringe when I hear that, because it just tells me that a person has so much to learn about money and creating wealth successfully. How do they differ from loans from banks? These are some key distinctions between crypto loans and traditional bank loans. Procedure for approval. Credit checks, proof of income, and other papers are needed for bank loans. By using an automated method, crypto loans get around this. We can utilize any amount of the supported cryptocurrencies that we own for lending or borrowing. Next, collateral. Property or other assets may be used as collateral for traditional loans. Only the digital currencies that its platform enables will be accepted by crypto loans. Flexibility. Crypto loans offer more latitude when it comes to interest rates, and in certain situations, we can even create our own repayment plan for them. In contrast to bank loans, lenders automatically claim our cryptocurrency collateral in the event of default or liquidation on a crypto loan. One of the main dangers of employing loans based on cryptocurrency is this: what crypto loans entail in terms of risk. Even while everything we read might sound amazing, or everything that we hear right now, right, sounds great, there are risks associated with anything, and cryptocurrency loans are not exception to having risks. Remember that there is risk associated with all cryptocurrencies, so manage our risk appropriately before investing. And the way we can do that is by investing in our financial education. We take control, we take responsibility of our actions. We are building our wealth with control, with leverage, with understanding, with a team, with guidance. So we have a smoother ride as we build our business empire. And we need to have mentors, right? So that's why I encourage everyone to go out there. It's not just Master Investor here. There are many other mentors that can help us become wealthier. So invest in those mentors, figure out who are they, and make sure that you're giving your time to the right mentors so that we can excel to the next level as fast as possible and with success. It's not about just getting there. It's about keeping it, maintaining it, and multiplying it, okay? So it's not how much money we make, but how much money and how we make it, and how much money we keep working through sound investing, and how much money we get to keep and control at the end of the day. Variability and settlement. Because it's based on the dollar value of the cryptocurrency we pledge as collateral, our assets may be immediately liquidated to pay back the loan if the value of our cryptocurrency declines. Let's return to us as an example and picture this. Number one, we borrow $500 USDC using $1,000 worth of Ethereum as collateral. Number two, we have 0.5 Ethereum as collateral, as Ethereum is worth $2,000 per Ethereum when we take out the loan. Number three, assume Ethereum become $1,000 per Ethereum in value. Our 0.5 Ethereum is only worth $500 right now. Number four, a liquidation threshold, often equivalent to 80% of the loan amount, is present on many lending platforms. Here, $400 represents 80% of our $500 debt. Number five, the platform may liquidate our collateral to pay back the loan because it is now worth $500 and previously close to the $400 liquidation barrier. In this case, we will lose our 0.5 Ethereum. So once it reaches that threshold right there, we can risk to lose that. Uncertainty and regulations. The regulatory framework surrounding cryptocurrencies is another major worry when it comes to lending and borrowing in them. These days, it seems like they are actively searching for DeFi and trying to find ways to prevent people from making money off of it. This implies that these choices could ever stop working or become restricted to a certain area. We can see the diagram of the 8 essential words for true wealth. We have the financial statement, we have the income column, we have the expenses column, we have the assets column, we have the liabilities column, we have the cash, we have the net, right? We have the cash flow. And then we have the buying column, we have the credit column. You can check it out on our website if you want to see the diagram, if you're listening to our podcast. where to apply for loans in crypto, and we need to understand how to improve our assets columns. When you look at people's financial statement, usually they have no assets in their assets column. All they have is liabilities and expenses. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, we encourage people to always live above our means. Don't shrink, expand. We're not supposed to shrink. We're supposed to continue to expand, specifically expand our assets column with real assets that we're controlling with our company so that we have excess of cash flow. There are two types of problem when it comes to money: the lack of money or too much money. We want to have the second time, the latter problem, too much money coming in from different assets that we're controlling in different asset classes that our companies own. Where to apply for loans in crypto? We can apply for crypto loans on a number of platforms. The following are some of the ones available today. Number one, Aave, spelled AAVE. This well-known DeFi loan platform has withstood both bull and bear markets in the cryptocurrency space. These blockchains are currently supported by them as of this writing: Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Avalanche, Fathom, Harmony, Optimism, Polygon, Metis, Genesis, BNB, Chain, and Scroll. Maybe I'm not pronouncing all of them properly, but that is okay. Number two, Compound. Compound has a track record of enduring the crypto winter and emerging stronger than before, much like Aave. You can also find the links in our website to these websites. We have added them within our article, so you can just click on it and it will take you to their website. They have a decent assortment of blockchains, but only accept a small number of cryptocurrencies. As of the time this article was written, they were accessible for the following blockchains: Ethereum, Base, Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon, and Scroll. Number three, May Finance, MAI Finance. We can borrow May Finance stable coin May for 0% interest against the value of our cryptocurrency. Although this is fantastic, May only have a certain number of bolts. Be sure to see what is available. As of the time of writing, they are compatible with the following blockchains: Base, Lini, Polygon, ZKEVM, Fractal, Ethereum, Arbitron, Fathom, Moonriver, Moonbeam, Avalanche, Genesis, Chain, Harmony, Optimism, BNB, Metis, and Base. Number four, Benki, BENQI, is the Avalanche Network's lending platform. Stable coins like USDC are normally borrowed against AVAX as collateral. Number five, Solon. Solon has a platform for borrowing called Solon. Stable coins like USDC and USDT are commonly borrowed using SOL as collateral. To choose which platform best suits our needs, examine the terms, interest rates, and collateral requirements of each one as they differ. Crucial points to remember before obtaining crypto loan. Think about the following. Important things to think about: LTV, or loan to value ratio, the portion between the loan amount and the collateral's value. Larger interest rates and risk can accompany larger LTVs. Interest rates. Over time, the interest rates on cryptocurrency loans will fluctuate. Examine prices on several platforms. Terms of repayment. Be aware of the terms of repayment, including any penalties that may apply for mispayments, defaults, or liquidations. Liquidation risk. We run the risk of losing our digital assets if the value of our collateral significantly declines and is liquidated to pay off the loans. DeFi Smart. This is not a procedure for novice in cryptocurrency. We must fully comprehend the operation of non-custodial wallets, as well as standard precautions to take when using wallets and the internet on DeFi networks. Financial acumen or knowledge to prevent liquidation. We will need to be adept at handling our money and keeping an eye on our loan. Which side of the cash flow circle are we operating from today? On the left side of the cash flow circle, we find the employee and the self-employed. The employee has a job, the self-employed owns a job. They work for earned income, they pay the highest in taxes, they have to show up in order to make money. On the right side of the cash flow circle, we have the business owner and the inside investor. The business owner owns and controls systems, and the inside investor makes money. Work hard through sound investing. We multiply money through sound investing. We're always looking to apply money into different investments to launch the next business. So we are masters at spending money. That's why savers are losers when it comes to building wealth, because savers are losing money when they save money because inflation, they can keep up with inflation, have to pay taxes on savings, and it hinders the entrepreneur spirit. So in order to become wealthy, we need to learn how to spend more money wisely, how to put money to work in different assets that will create passive income today, right? We need to receive passive income. We need to have that cash flow coming in right now. It's not about 30 years from now. We want to see that coming in. Right now, we want to take control over the asset and want to make sure that we're getting wealthier because it's producing us excess of cash flow. The threes of a master investor: number one, financial education; number two, financial experience; number three, excess of cash flow. On the right side of the cash flow circle is where wealth is created. That's where we focus on building wealth, and wealth comes with total freedom. The highest reward on the right side of the cash flow circle is total freedom due to the excess of cash flow. And that's the ultimate reward. That's what we want to keep our eyes on as we build our business empire. So we want to make sure that we are maintaining and continue to multiply to be able to reach that level. That's why we have to understand how to do everything properly and get the right education when it comes to building our businesses, okay? Last words: an intriguing way to leverage digital assets without selling them is through crypto loans. Despite the excitement, they carry a distinct set of risks of their own that need to be controlled before taking them into consideration. To protect our cryptocurrencies, take the time to educate ourselves and fully comprehend everything there is to know about cryptocurrency. As we progress into the DeFi realm, knowing how crypto loans operate can help us make wiser financial decisions in the near future. If we think that taking out a crypto loan is too risky, we might want to look into less risk alternatives or just increase our financial education so that the fear of risk can go lower. Take a look at our crypto ebook for tips on other investing methods. We must expand our business vocabulary in order to have more wealth in our lives. Interesting, the words are free and available to all of us, but only few actively expand our vocabulary. Therefore, only about 3% of the entire population experience total freedom and excess of positive cash flow. Words are the most powerful tools humans have ever created. Use them wisely as we build our business empire. A business owner and inside investor have our own vocabulary that we must master. Exactly what we are learning here at Master Investor Daily and through our products. Today's disclaimer on this article is that our content and any other content here at Master Investor is meant purely for financial education reasons. It is not financial advice. None of the teams, businesses, coins, or protocols mentioned in our articles are sponsored by or associated with them. It is crucial to carry out extensive study and only make investments that we can afford to lose. Seek professional assistance for individualized financial guidance. Okay, so take responsibility, make sure we do our due diligence, and we start building passive income by having control. And the best way we can minimize risk is by having control, because we have a voice. We can say, okay, that goes, that doesn't go. So we can only do that when we know what we are doing with our money. And how do we find out what to do with our money? Financial education, exactly what we're doing right here, right now. So I appreciate you being here today on this amazing talk on money, business, and investing, covering how to get crypto loans and understanding the 5 asset classes that exist, difference between good debt and bad debt, understanding the difference between assets and liabilities, how to improve our assets column so that we have more passive income and we actually operate like the ultra wealthy. Okay, we focus on investing. Our expenses are catered to financial education and investing. Okay, we have expenses on our top list every day that requires us to invest in financial education and constantly invest into a digital asset or an asset that we're going to acquire, or we're going to launch a new business that is going to produce passive income and capital gains income. Remember, it's all about the data that we operate with, our values, how we think money is created. We need to dive into the history of money a little bit to understand how to create wealth successfully. And that's why we put together all of our digital courses and ebooks here in our community, so that all of us can take advantage of real financial education that will change our perspectives when it comes to building wealth and creating total freedom. Majority of people are taught how to become rich, meaning that they can work and earn a great living by selling their time. But they haven't been taught how to become ultra wealthy, how to create total freedom, how to live a lifestyle that we all like to have without worrying about money, running out of money, because we have assets that are paying for all of our expenses, and we can grow our liabilities columns because we can acquire any asset because we have the foundation of true wealth. We have the ability to read financial statements, starting with our personal financial statements. That's what we talked about today, the 8 different words. And 6 of them are found in the financial statement. Some of them are found in the financial statement: income, expenses, assets, liabilities, cash flow, right? Then we have net, buying, and credit. So we need to understand the relations between the income statement and our balance sheet. We need to focus on solving problems in the world, and we need to add systems in those businesses, because we are going to be working on our business. We're going to be having the right group of people in those businesses help us deliver that mission, because every business has a mission. So we need to start with that. Remember, there are 8 integrities of a successful business. We explained that inside of our cash flow triangle, and the 8 integrities are mission, team, leadership, cash flow, product, communications, systems, legal. Those are the 8 elements of a successful business. So when we look at a business, we need to say, okay, what's the mission? Who's the team, right? The leadership. What's the cash flow? Communications, systems, legal, and what's the product? So don't just focus on the product. Make sure that we also understand the other elements and improve them. Some businesses are mismanaged, but we need to start investing as soon as possible. So if you're hearing this and you're sitting on the fences of what is going to be the next move, then get a financial education course of whatever asset class you want to invest in. We have 5 asset classes to choose in, right? So we have business, we have real estate, we have crypto, we have paper assets, commodities. So if you want to start with business and you need to start a digital business, a digital asset, or launch your next business, so maybe how to build cash flow with the internet, turn passive income, digital course and ebook will be a great fit to start with. And it has 580 pages long. It's a total guide on becoming ultra wealthy, and it's literally a treasure. I mean, it's priceless. What we have put together here inside of that ebook and digital course is mind-blowing. It has steps on showing you exactly how to do everything from scratch. and it gives us the history of money and so much tools and resources available to us to help us tap into unlimited sales on autopilot, okay? By having systems that are producing sales without us being present. Everything is explained inside that ebook, and it's literally going to be something that will empower your finances to the next level. Even if you're making millions of dollars already on your businesses, this ebook, How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet, can take your business to become $1 billion business. So take a look at it. Let me know what you think. I hope to see you inside of our digital course very soon. And if you have any questions, let us know. We'll be here every single day, bringing you the good and bad news of money, the business principles that work in all economies. If you need any help, send us an email, put your question down, give us some feedback. We appreciate your time. Stay extraordinary and wealthy. Bye for now. Perfect. All right. All right. I hope you learned a lot today. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to go ahead and sign off right now. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to post this right now on our podcast. And I will talk to you on the next talk. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and sharing. Let me grab this real quick. Okay. Let me go back over here. This is our website. Make sure you click the link in the description. It will take you here. You can subscribe to our newsletter by clicking this button right here. You can access to our courses by clicking on the tab, and it's going to take you right there. Let me click on whichever course. If you like to have the How to Build Cash Flow with the Internet ebook, click on that digital course, and it will contain the digital ebook inside of the course. Okay, it's right here. It will tell you in the curriculum. You can see each course curriculum on our website. Make sure you get in today. This is so valuable. It's priceless. If you truly want to create total freedom in your life, if you want to learn how to make money work hard, if you want to create freedom and have leadership in your life, have true wealth, okay, which comes with total freedom. A lot of people have money, but they don't have freedom. What's the point of having a lot of money if you can't really enjoy the money, right? But if you love to do what you do, make sure you're also investing, learning how to invest. Put some time on the side to learn how to invest, because when you're ready to quit that job or give up what you love to do, right, in the future, you want to have the same type of income coming in from your investments so that you don't decrease on your lifestyle. You want to improve and always expand. Anyway, I'll talk to you in the next live stream. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe, and welcome to our community here at Master Investor, where we're giving you the tools, resources, and everything that we need in order to build true wealth, okay, which comes with total freedom. And we need to have the first step of true wealth is financial independence, financial freedom. And that's when we don't work for money. We have our living expenses paid for. We have an asset or more than one asset producing passive income and capital gains income, and that money is being used to pay for all of our living expenses, okay? Every single month, every single day, we're using that money to pay for our existence. And then we're going to utilize our surplus of those businesses to invest in more assets. We're going to use the cash flow, the taxonomy, like we talk about all the time, and we're going to use that formula as we build our businesses. Those businesses will eventually buy other businesses that will produce positive cash flow. Anyway, thank you so much for having me again. Let me know if you have any comments on today's talk on how to get crypto loans. Bye for now. See you on the next talk.